And now for our rendition of Peleus and Melisande.
Okay, pretty good.
I have more things for this, by the way.
I was gonna say, what is Paleon and Melisande, Ben?
It's like the slowest like opera. It's like opera type thing like ever made. It's like 5 hours long, like expressionist bullshit.
Love it.
It's a whole thing.
Great. Sounds like a vibe.
But did you see that they're gonna start charging the stream on Twitter?
Oh, are they? Great.
Yeah. That's so good.
That's great.
That's poopy doo-doo caca.
So we have to have a Twitter Blue account.
Yeah.
Guys, it's called X.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is called X.
Legal.
Yeah.
I thought this was a fantasy happy world.
Where we still call it
Game
Twitter.
time. Right, yeah.
Twitter.
The Sometimes Kingdom, it's still Twitter.
It's still...
Oh, okay. I can get down with that. Because fuck X.
Golly. This
The only X I respect is Xander Cage.
I respect that.
I respect the X Games, and that's about it. He hate me.
Well, with that, I think we're back on with the Sometimes stream.
Indeed, we is. Welcome, everybody, to the Sometimes stream. What is sure to be a rousing penultimate episode.
Did you say arousing?
Arousing.
So we're gonna meet like
rousing.
Sorry. I'm just breaking the fourth. This is Pokemon themed, so we're gonna meet like Lopunny.
Hey, what is that word that you just
Gardevoir.
said? I don't know what that is. That's not a word that I have.
You know, like the sexual ones.
Oh,
look.
I'm sorry. What?
They don't have to be like. I feel like that's so. What's the word? That such you have such a small imagination. If those are the only sexual ones to you.
No, sure, but some of them are just like they like rather than sort of designing like an interesting animal type creature, they just were like, what if it was a pretty lady?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the source material to weigh in on that.
Just Google Lopunny, Lopunny, and
I'm not going to Google anything that you tell me to Google about.
It's like a Pokemon. Rabbit lady.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not falling for that trap, Candyman.
Candyman. Fuck you, Ted Bundy. You take your cast and get out of here.
I don't know the reference, but I'm going to nod like I do.
Ted Bundy in general.
This is the Ted Bundy themed stream.
Oh boy. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Who's Ted Bundy?
He's a murderer. A
serial
very
killer.
prolific one. Yeah. He killed many, many, many women. Horrific.
Was he the clown or he wasn't the clown?
He wasn't the clown. He had a yellow VW bug or a weird color VW bug, and he would have a cast on and ask women to like help him get his surfboard to his
right. And then he falls into YouTube, right? That's like or I guess I don't know enough about.
No, he was in the 70s. It was way back when.
70s. So,
but he killed. I think
which Pokemon are from the
crazy, like 29 or 31 people or something like that. It was nuts. But that's just off the top of my head, and I am not a serial killer like know everything person. That's my vague recollection. He also worked as
top
a
5
dispatcher. He's not like the creepy side where he's Ed Gein and he's only a couple, but he's really creepy.
Oh, thank goodness he wasn't one of those non-creepy. So he's one of those non.
He was considered like attractive.
Oh.
I mean, like knowing who Ted Bundy is like knowing who the Beatles are. If you like it's just
or like the Manson family, like it's of that kind.
Okay, I think I get it. Like, so Ted Bundy is like the sexy Pokemon out of the list. If you had to choose, got it. All right.
No, I
if
think
the Pokemon's a murderer,
Ted
Also,
Bundy is Gardevoir, yes.
Poke Murderer, which I guess is the theme of our final episode for spring, the
Beast
Sometime
Orb.
Stream, the Beast Orb Bounty of Brocadia County. We're here with Skunk Unnaturalist DCI Beans, Hirsute the Skeleton Needle, Bessemer Lentils Neversing, the Human Folk Alienist Mind Witch, and Fasole the Demon Knight. Let's do a quick recap. Entering the region of Brocadia in the island of Springside, where it is always spring, on their fearless steed, i.e. the pink Chevalier sentient car Christine, DCI Beads, Bessemer Neversing, Fasole the Demon, and Hirsute the Skeleton found the local call center where would-be questers heed the call to action. However, it was bereft of excitement. They were approached by two unnaturalists and then accepted their quest to find out why the area is so suspiciously monstrosity-free, and also where the mayor's cat went. They marched into the mayor's office, and after a brief and intense interview / put-down session / intense sitting stare-off, they walked out with a much higher bounty and also information about the mayor's cat, a giant Summerside tiger stripe tabby, which was somewhat illegal, along with the cat's favorite toy in the whole wide world. They scoured the city for clues, discovering that there were animals and people missing all around the Brocadia area. After a run-in with a perturbed river whale and a malingering teenager, they followed the trail of said teenager, who dropped into the ground and swam through it like it was the water, into the forest on the eastern side of town, encountering a fire-breathing salamander, and deeper into the forest of Boss near Brucey, someone hiding a spotlight in the glow of the magical Ceylon's line, a ribbon of light warning people to go no deeper into the ever-darkening forest. Bessemer immediately went deeper, and so did DCI Beads, hearing someone camping out. Hirsute, having none of this falderall, stamped over and gave the sneaks an ultimatum. They encountered the youth again, along with a gaggle of other gawky gang members, including one wearing a pair of green specs, named Green Specs, who released a fractaled antlered forest beast from what it turns out is a beast orb, a mysterious piece of magical technics. And the beast promptly gored Fasole. They defeated the beast. DCI Beans in a flash realized the technical nature of the beast orbs and stopped the beast with the ancient art of cardboard lightning storms. One of the teenagers, who revealed herself to be a mysterious ex-journeyer capable of teleporting, did so, leaving the other teen, Blinkweasel, in the care of the adventurers, I had air quotes with that, in exchange for temporarily, not stabbing him for threatening flora, fauna, themselves, innocent bystanders, and the forest at large. Blinkweasel directed them to an abandoned turdy field east of the forest of the city, and while being pursued by a Colossus monstrosity, they made their way there.
There are no innocents here.
Wow, guys, we did it.
You did it. Did you, though? As you speed through the car with a large forest monstrosity stomping after you in the dark. Clop, 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 clop.
Wait, I thought we talked to he did point out the leader guy.
Oh yeah, you are driving on your way to meet the leader of the pack. Vroom vroom.
I thought we got eyes on him. Good. All right, I drive up to him.
Not to my knowledge.
Right. No, I think we know where to go, but we were just leaving there at the end of the episode. So we're sorry,
because
Ethan, are we there yet, or are we still
Are we there yet? Are we there?
Are we there yet?
You are minutes away, driving through the forest. The forest starting off incredibly dark in one of the deeper sections of it, and as you are driving, hearing these massive footfalls and the roaring of the mossy mocks, the forest colossus behind you, it is getting lighter and lighter as the incredibly thick tree canopy starts to clear out, meaning that you are entering into the outer perimeter of the forest. With just minutes to go, you're going to find yourself outside of the forest, and in the direction of that Blinkweasel, who is, I believe, sitting in the back seat, all snug-like, is telling you to go.
I floor it. Wait, doesn't that sound like I'm braking?
Oh yeah, you're right. I gotta learn more about cars if I'm doing games with cars in them.
Is Christine a standard transmission or an automatic transmission?
It's cars from '64.
Yeah. So she's a standard transmission. Okay. So There's your Christine.
That's fantastic.
You're welcome.
And meanwhile,
It's
behind
like I'm
you,
in a real car.
Boom, 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 boom. It seems like the forest colossus will not be pursuing you into the light of the forest, as any good junior Springside Ranger could tell you. The deep denizens of the forest are quite afraid of sunlight, and fortunately, it is not quite night. In a burst, your Christine bursts out of the underbrush onto what feels like a road with gravel, a meandering path, which is leading you east of the city and out of the forest. If any of you still have the brochure of Brocadia itself, you'll know that this area is east of the city. It's technically not even part of the city, but it annexed it some centuries ago and has fallen to ruin at this point in time. However, as you pull into the area, you see that there is a bit of construction that has been happening recently. After going over a small creek and a bridge down a meandering gladed road, you see slightly in the distance an abandoned, overgrown tourney field, a structure used for jouts, sport, and feats of combat in years past. Sort of stopped in the 1960s. In the center of this overgrowth seems to be a very precise cutting where there is no weeds whatsoever. Scaffolding and tarps are everywhere. Non-magical paint and a big sign that is only partially filled in is pressed across two sawhorses attached to cables which haven't really been fully pulled up onto an old ruined stone wall, which seem to say beast or broca.
Ethan, would you like me to share the city map and then the smaller map?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we were leaving the forest and we ended up in... Where did we go on this map?
Yeah, into the region called Turney, right to the east
Turney.
of Boss, that little sliver of the dark forest.
Oh, away from town. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you want me to share that other smaller map you sent?
Indeed.
Okay. Great.
Yes, good. Maps, excellent. Cartography, activating.
Should
Look at that
we
little guy.
have some sort of plan? Or just be reckless and just drive right in?
I mean,
Well, first off, what is broca?
There's no way of ever figuring that out.
Some sort of newscaster?
Agent Weasel, the kid with the denim cutoff jacket covered with pins, sits uncomfortably in the back seat and says, "Yeah, just you can just drop me off anywhere. Or I can take you to the guy right now. There's no need to really kind of poke around here. Let's just go straight away in there. Let's why don't we just do
which
that?"
building?
I'm curious about your insistence on not staying here. What are you avoiding?
The horrible forest that we just escaped with barely our lives.
I assume we're doing donuts around this circle as we're having this conversation.
Yeah, totally.
Way more fun.
Hey, he's gonna stop it, man. That's gonna. I'm so.
Well, actually, I'm stopping. I'm doing a peel out right now.
You're doing a peel out on this overgrown lawn. That's amazing.
Yeah.
As you see something pretty interesting. The ground, the chunks of sod that the wheels of Christine are kicking up into the air are rapidly returning back to their place. And the area, the circular area in the main part of this seems to be self-manicuring itself back into place. Somebody has put a lot of care and attention into making this be a symbol of cleanliness and something that I guess regulation-wise couldn't be disputed. So,
Which building?
which building? What? Which building? What? The big guy's in? Oh yeah. You see that building with the columns right over there. Yeah, it's got the balcony. Yeah, it's that one over there.
The aerial view.
What? What?
Because we're looking at an aerial view of the fucking map.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, it's right to the north. Since we all have a perfect geographic location, and the designer did not make any scenic views of it ahead of time.
Ah, yes, the north. So the gray one.
Ah, yeah. This is the gray one. Yeah, the gray building. We'd go to the gray one.
Wait, not the red building?
Not the red building. He's in the gray one.
Isn't that east?
That's who even cares? Just go to the gray one.
I mean, we could roll for it, but yeah, if he says it's the gray one,
I got turned
we'll
around
take him
doing
to
those
the gray
donuts.
I got turned around just looking at this map.
Yeah, we're all like loopy from the spinning. Yes, take us to your leader, and then by extension, the tiger.
Great. Can we stop the car? I need to throw up.
The car stopped, right? It peeled out.
Oh yeah. Gets out of the door.
He just felt like it was still moving. You know that feeling, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to the side here, and please don't watch me hurl. Just he's inside. Just make your way through. I'll be there in a second.
Don't steal the car. She'll eat you.
I believe you.
Oh no, I'm taking Christine to the office. So I can't.
Oh, you're driving her directly through. Fantastic.
Are we like walking alongside as you're still driving, Christine?
Well, I wasn't gonna. It is funny. The first thing I did was go through the wall, but like I don't need to be aggro. I could just like park
Drive
next
to
to
the
the
door.
building.
You could drive right up to the door, like an inch away, so no one can leave, and then stop.
Nice.
Yeah, but then we can't enter.
Oh,
Not their problem.
Not with that attitude.
as Plankton said,
before
be
we started recording,
assertive.
What?
before we started recording, we were talking about jumping out and into windows.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're having a defenestratory convo. Well, let's agree we're all going near the door somehow.
Yeah.
This is a very classic D&D.
I was about to say,
just getting in
pierce
the
the
room.
door looms in front of you. It's unknown. It's terrifying.
Politely.
I would open the door, but I'm a skunk, so I guess I look at hostage bad guy teen, and
No, we left him throwing up.
Oh, he's throwing. Okay, great.
Yeah. Are you holding a derringer at the ready in case?
Oh my
he
gosh,
tries
are we
something funny
Are we leaving this teen unsupervised?
to throw up on the lawn?
No, I think we should frog march him with us, right? Like he shouldn't just like have free reign over this well manicured lawn.
No, he should come, vomiting or not.
All right, it's your.
I am not driving back there. You better walk. I'll wait. Cross my arms.
Yeah. He's like, he crossing arms. He's like, yeah, that's cool. All right. Yeah, hold on 1 second. And he drops into the ground again and starts swimming away through the ground like it was water.
Oh, right. Magical teens, the worst.
You did it 2 episodes ago.
All right.
Do it again.
Forget him.
2 episodes ago.
Episodes being a collection of incidents that happen in a period of time. So.
Yes, of
It's
course.
about 4 hours ago.
So this door, can anyone open it?
No, I'm knocking.
Okay.
I love how this teen swims away, and once again we all just went.
Yeah, you know what?
All right. Basically, my idea, we just tell them, look, we don't really care what you're doing here. The mayor wants her tiger back. That's literally it.
So, yeah, there's a pregnant pause and then a longer pause, yeah, there's no answer.
Actually, yeah, I do have a question. Do
What,
we
for me?
not care what they're doing here?
I think we care.
We're not getting
I
paid.
mean, if I were an animal stuck in a ball that didn't want to be there, I would care. But if I was an animal stuck in a ball that did want to be there, I wouldn't care.
Well, how about this? We secure the tiger, and then whatever y'all want to do, whatever.
We
That sound
haven't
good?
not freed an animal in a ball yet.
Just get I'm just saying, just secure, do the job first, play later. That's all I'm saying.
Is the door open?
Are you? The door is not open. Are you trying to open the door?
Yes, Beans would like to open the door and enter the premises.
Yeah, so you stayed up on your little hind paws and you move the latch around and the door is unlocked. It opens up with a creak. You look inside. The roof has got parts missing. The lower part of this little section of the building on the lower left-hand side, I guess, of the left-hand side of this top-down map, which you can't see, but I guess you can see because I didn't think about that ahead of time. Shafts of light from the evening are shining through. Inside the building are a few moldering rooms with clearly collapsed ceilings in sections of it. There's a couple of desks around. There is, grass poking through the floor, various mushrooms. There's mushrooms on the wall. One part of the wall is like beautifully painted in a bright, vivid pink color with a roller paint. But yeah, there's some stuff on some of the desks and a hallway past this room.
All right.
Should we move with stealth, or should we announce ourselves like adventurers who are moral and not stealthy?
Do tigers like piss, 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 piss?
Oh, right.
I'm assuming it's in an orb, right?
Oh, right.
Hey, Bessemer, what's the keyword for this one? I'm gonna hand the ornamental wood beast orb to Bessemer.
And
Bessemer,
I will. Do I need to use Palm Registrar for this, or do I already know how it works?
No, you have heard previously the password said by Greed Specs when he was throwing orbs down on the ground, which is Compact Calamity.
Compact, that's right. Compact
Wait,
Calamity.
this one is Compact Calamity? I thought it was a different one.
That's what we heard.
Okay. Wait, which one is the orange orb then? I'm gonna hand the orange orb to Bessemer. Take back the ornamental green orb.
Compact Calamity.
They're both compact. Okay.
Are you doing it on both of them?
I was trying to open it. Yeah.
Yeah. Instantly, there with an internal ratcheting sound of many gears that aren't there in 3 space. The forest orb snaps open, and falling out of it, a badger falls to the ground. The badger has got his paws are wrapped in some kind of bandage, and there are some knives attached to it. The badger doesn't seem to really know what's going on, and is kind of waving the paw around like this with the knife attached to it, and it is making just badger sounds.
That's fucked up, actually.
Oh my god!
That is
Beans,
really upsetting.
do you speak badger?
Do I speak badger? No, but I am able to communicate with most things because of the talents of having been transmogrified into another form. Did we ever regain pool? Because I have no grit.
Ooh,
We did, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you were able to take one period of rest
While we were driving.
If we were able to rest and get that much sleep, that's great. Because otherwise, I have no grit. So
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
can
say-
technically communicate with this badger.
in the mysterious section of boss which you've been driving. You were able to get the requisite amount of kip.
Okay. Then I guess let me figure out how much that is.
Yeah. What are you?
Oh, right. Great. Well. Okay, that's 8 plus 3.
Also, wait, genuine question. Aren't skunks and badgers kind of similar?
Yeah, that's
what?
why.
Yeah.
But also, how much did we get? What do we roll for that? Help me.
Your movement, your will, and then you add your level. So it's
Okay. Movement plus will plus level is when you have.
you roll your
best-
movement, you roll your will, and you add your level.
Okay.
Excellent.
Which is normally like a once a day thing. We could also introduce long and short versions like some other games use, in which case you might not get that much, but then you could maybe do it more often, which would make sense. So just a playtest note, Ethan, if you're interested in that, we could totally do that.
There's that, or there's the ever popular option of an elixir or drug with its untoward effects for replenishment.
Oh yeah, don't we have a healer of some kind in Bessemer, but
she's
I'm not sure.
Also depleted.
I've never seen her heal a person.
I was gonna say she mostly talks to.
It's not my main goal.
It's not her major.
I'm busy.
I think you've only heard people
Turning into whales.
Yeah, I've got snacks. I've got dehydrated fire, but it doesn't like heal anything. It's just a thing to eat.
So you're passing around dehydrated fire to other people, see if they want some.
Oh, they can't have that.
Well, they could. It's just not really advisable. Anybody could do anything, really.
I would like
guys,
to.
if you want to sit down for a round of mountain grog, we can get a little bit more grit going here.
Does that take an hour?
Yeah,
probably.
So,
yeah.
Can we retcon that happened on the drive also while we weren't? That we had like a 9-hour drive or something.
I think it's funnier if we do it. I gotta be honest. I think it's funnier if we do it right here.
Right.
While the badger with the knife is freaking out.
You fucking badger scissor hands over here.
The incredibly upsetting.
It is upsetting because
a maltreated animal.
Because it's not like growing out. It's just someone taped a glove with knives onto it.
Yeah,
it
a gladiator.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the badger before we do anything?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can absolutely talk to the badger.
I'm just gonna roll charm and pretend that I speak Mustelid, which is not a language. I speak, whatever. What is the language we're all speaking, Ethan, in Season's Keep?
There's an interesting answer to that.
It's Catalan,
and it's out and with the sound of.
It's what now?
Keeplish?
It's
distraction. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 6. All right,
yeah.
Nat 6.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to calm Buddy down without having to burn copious grit, which it would require to actually speak to him as a magical animal to non-magical animal.
Yeah. So the badger, is very, very quickly like in your mind as you're parsing out his grammar and diction and vocal effects. The badger's. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is an uncomfortable weapon. I did not ask for this. This is very uncomfortable. What is going on? How I was in a hole and now I am not. And
I try to do the universal Mustelid. Hey, can I gently untape the knife from your arm? That action that everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Yeah. So,
digger.
So wary. It's actually a good thing that you were like a skunk. Clearly, wearing a trench coat. It calms the badger down a little bit, and he like say, can you please get this? I'm a little exhausted, and my little appendages are not good enough for this tape. Oh, this tape! It's very tight, and it's not appropriate. This is unacceptable. This type of weapon. I am a ranged fighter. I do not know why they gave me this. What am I supposed to do with this? Unacceptable. And it's continuing to complain, presumably as DCI Beans with skilled small hands starts to unravel this makeshift gauntlet.
Yeah, and while trying to help free my friend's paw, I'm asking about which horrible big folk did this.
He had these green glasses on. This very, very unfashionable, very, very, very gross. He reeked of hormones.
Oh my God! Was it a teen?
It's a teenager. Yeah, it was a human folk teenager. There was a skeleton with him, and I just unacceptable. I came forward with promises of snacks and archery, and instead they gave me this, and then I was put into a ball. Oh,
what do you feel about guns?
How do I feel about guns? I suppose that counts as a ranged weapon. I am not very skilled in firearms, But
So sorry, is everyone hissing in Badger right now?
I assumed when Hirsute said that that then DCI Beans would then translate to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes a little while.
It's hissing. It's hissing translated into Catalan, translated in English or whatever. So however it's working.
Yeah. Back and forth.
There's a lot of signing, and it's actually I think spraying. So it smells pretty bad in here, guys. We're like letting out little
musky,
bursts.
if one would.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what's the badger's paw has been. I like it. It's canonical. Yeah. Once the badger his paw has been untaped. He's rubbing it and licking it and saying, I would like to keep those knives but this is unacceptable. And then just starts scurrying out of the room in agitation. Jumping onto like one of the tables, which is just really a plank that's on two sawhorses. And starts just like knocking stuff around, knocking what would look like stuffed animals over on the ground, knocking pieces of paper over, and then getting back down on the ground. Just if you don't mind, I would like to go and sulk for a little while.
Yeah, you're free.
Yes, you are not under arrest. The big folk
good.
might be soon if we can locate them. If you can help us locate them, that would be great. But I take it you were trapped in an orb space.
Well, I'll tell you, if it means eating somebody or murdering them, then I am happy to help. I can tell you, I can smell them from here. They're definitely around here. They're around here somewhere. I can't tell specifically where. But they are absolutely present. I will run into the forest, and I will stick around. And if you need my help again, simply make 3 chittering sounds, like a and I will come running. With hopefully if I can find a bow and arrow, I can help. But if not, then I will simply savage them with my claws and my teeth, for I am a strong and mighty badger, capable of digging mighty holes. I bid you all good day then.
No, wait, you said I.
Yeah, I.
Yes, everyone knows this is the pisslish way to get someone's attention. It's fine. We're clear on this facility.
Yeah. Tell your friend in the metal with the horns that he needs to work on it is the up inflection. It is the yep. But I will get it from context. Oh.
Thank you. I'll work on it.
This is what a terrible day this has been. And he scampers out through a hole in the half open chunk of the fallen ceiling of this gray building.
Well, I suppose at least it's good that it has only started today for him then.
All right.
It should be noted also that nothing happened with the orange orb whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a different thing. Bessemer.
Yep.
Bessemer, what's the word? Okay, I do it. I throw the orb
down. You threw it on the ground?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out here.
Was it?
Maybe you needed more of an upwards inflection.
Okay. Nothing happens. Sits there inert, like a shiny orange gewgaw, like a bauble, like a bibelot of useless functional value.
Now, shiny is a very meaningful word in this context.
Could be.
People hunt for hours for these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Things that are glossy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Bessemer. I pick it up and I hand it back. Bessemer, what's the word actually?
I don't know.
You have the thing that Why are you magic for?
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I just thought you wanted me to already know it. Give it here. I take the
Skeleton
orb
staff.
and I do palm registrar to figure out what the word is.
Totally what it does. What are you talking about?
All of this.
It's on your sheet.
Negative crosstalk. My god.
Look.
We're going for Mountain Grog. Someone is buying for me because it doesn't heal me and I'm down on grit too.
Yes. We'll need to do Mountain Grog shortly, but I think first we must locate malingering malfeasance teens and free the other animal friends, all of whom might be very traumatized. This man was talking about murdering when he got out.
Well, I think that's legal here. We're in a forest.
Yes, well, animal to animal, I guess. Right, the laws apply very differently.
Oh my god. Okay.
So Bessemer, are you casting Palm Registrar?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Palm Registrar is a action which lets you swiftly learn how to use any non-weapon object as potential dangerous combat gear.
Wait, is that not what I'm supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be using Describe, not Palm Registrar. That's what it is.
Describe.
Yeah, that would be funny if I was just like, what? How can I use this ball as a weapon?
Okay. So you are casting Describe.
Yeah.
So you hold it. Either hold it in your hands or bring it to your forehead. Either way, it feels kind of like it somehow feels both clammy and warm at the same time. You essentially get the spell equivalent of an error message. There is something in there, and it's you're feeling this sense of great depth inside of it. It is not a technical apparatus. It is not a technical Guga. That is what you've learned from it.
I thought it was Technics.
Guys, this might be
this one isn't
biological.
Just an orange?
shiny, perfectly spherical orange.
It's just a ball.
It's
it's got depth, but it's not technical.
It's an orb.
Shall we find the malfeasance?
Isn't that what you do? Try pondering it.
Okay, give me the
Gotta ponder
orange.
that orb.
Can I use? I'm just gonna use deduction and turn 1 grit for +3 on this. So
Nice.
I'm trying to carefully conserve grit.
Careful.
So I'm sniffing it. Oh my god! Rolled off the table. That's an 8.
Okay. Yeah. So you hold this in your hand. This is you're trying to figure out what it is. You sniff it. You puncture it. You're trying to go inside your skunk unnaturalist memory palace. Come out for after a few seconds of it. Frustrated. This is not made of plastic. It is biological. It seems to have some kind of weird sheen to it. Almost like a kind of a. Like a carapace or some kind of shell, but it's too hard to be shell. Maybe it's a turtle's egg. There isn't anything goopy inside it. It seems to be held together by its own gravity, and that's when an electric feeling of fear, a fully justified sort of realization. That is the egg of a creature called a deep fright. Technically not actually its egg, simply the inert state of it. It is one of the most dangerous creatures in all of Season's Keep, including Springside. It is one of nature's few, or not even nature, because they have their own society, is a truly, truly malicious monstrosity. And the fact that this egg is here is really, really scary. And so you are holding essentially a bomb, a biological bomb with intent.
Great.
Cool. Awesome.
Keep that safe.
What me? Oh no, I have to put it in my sack with my
Don't
Derringer.
put it in any sacks.
I'll carry it. It's fine. It's fine.
Here you go. Here, so be very careful. This This is something you need very advanced training to get rid of. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I do know or not how to, like, if you could just squash the egg and it would kill the deep fright, or if it would like release the deep fright. So I assume we're just not going to do that.
It's possible to, it's possible to try and squish it.
Don't.
Well,
just like you don't mess up a fire anthill. No.
I have a drill.
Shouldn't we? Is there some sort of greater authority in the questing network whom we could bring this to?
Yes, you could bring it to you could bring it back to the call center at the center of Brocadia. You could bring it to Mayor Arcana's office. The questing network, your local call center rep is probably the person who would best be able to direct that. It's there. Yes, to answer your question, there are protocols in place, not necessarily for dealing with this one specifically, but for an escalation of this kind, such things exist.
All right, so we just need to not summon the deep fright accidentally while finding the malfeasant teen and freeing any other animals, including Fuchka, whatever the tiger's name is.
Futochi,
right.
Yeah.
Calamity balls indeed. This is a ridiculous situation. How do these teens even get this thing? This is like, I don't know what it's like. It's like nothing else. It's just...
It's like nothing I've ever seen before. That is true.
If there were moving pictures with very ridiculous plots that all resolved in an hour and a half in a satisfying way, this would be one of them from, roughly 30 years ago or something like this. But
I think let's keep moving.
Take it. Maybe we could, but I don't know. I don't know that any of us know what a deep, like, have any of us fought a deep fright, I guess. It's
no.
Like a lore question.
No, absolutely not.
I can confirm none of you have fought a deep fright. I also have not.
You've never fought one either.
I know. I just knew that they hadn't.
But you've snooped in our little brains to see that we have not done that thing.
That's right. You've definitely confirmed that they haven't.
I keep my private thoughts in there.
That's okay. Those are private for you.
Yeah. So, would you like to move further into this compound in case this room? What's feeling it?
Yeah, I walk into the adjacent hall, the next hallway,
okay,
like literally the next one.
Yeah, as you walk through the hall, you kick out of the way some of the what are definitely stuffed animals, like plush animals, that this unnamed badger had scared up by scampering all around the room. Your tarsus and your toe bones crunch over several scrolls of paper, squishing them up as you walk into the next hallway. It's a room kind of similar to the next one, much more beaten and broken down. Not much work being done in this one. It seems that this whole structure is being sort of like repaired room by room. There is one door on the right hand side in the far corner of the room, very similar to the one that you just walked through the hall of. There's really not much furniture or anything here. It all looks like at least most of the stuff's in it centuries old.
They should really consider redoing this all at once. It would probably be a much more effective way to deal with their contractors.
Well, I don't know. The ceiling's falling in, so I think you've got to knock the thing down and build a new one at that point.
Oh, but that doesn't retain any of the historical value, Fasole. Come on.
Well, there's also a historical value in being in a building that doesn't fall on you.
We will continue to pander.
This has been carpentry thoughts with Fasole.
A bunch of 20-somethings living here. I keep going. I'm actually starting to run.
Oh, you're starting to run, yeah. So you're running through. It's each little section of this is more beat up than the last. As you start running, you see a hallway that has it is lined in concrete. And the walls of them have the unmistakable stink of printer's ink and bright colors. There are posters on the wall. And they seem to be written in a variety of languages and symbols from around Springside. And you see one in a standard language whose name I'm going to avoid mentioning right now. It says Beastorb Club. Beastorb Club. this get find find the excitement. And there's a bunch of really kind of nicely illustrated symbols. There's of several spheres, really muscular people flinging those spheres. It's really just sort of like a looks like somebody spent a lot of time on the woodcut to print this out. You're running through the hallway, and you get to a pair of red doors, swinging red doors. If you decide to keep going through, which I'm assuming that Hirsute does, if he's at a full tilt now, you run through into a room with many columns, and you are facing an area to the right of you is the Great Lawn. This has got some columns. It looks like there is an empty popcorn machine. There's a stand for selling fried insects, which has not been filled up yet. There's something which is clearly going to be for funnel cake, but no funnel cake is visible whatsoever. This seems to be some kind of little concession area, and the columns are leading up to some upper level above it, but for the most part is open. You are outdoors. There's a stairwell to your right, which leads upstairs. That's where you is.
I wonder if the same people do their funnel cake as the funnel cake over by the haunted houses that we visited a few months ago.
Perhaps it's a vast conspiracy of sugared bread.
Delicious sugar.
Like we're all
I think
just
we're having this
sliding
conversation
together to the center of this funnel.
Clearly trying to find snacks. Yeah.
Chasing after Hirsute. Like Hirsute's in the lead, but
You're
like,
in
I'm definitely coming
pursuit.
after. Yeah.
But we're a little slow because we're also looking around to make sure that there's no funnel cake anywhere.
We would want it if we saw it.
Yeah, if you're looking around, you see a couple of pieces of silver, of the silver that adventurer's coin, which they shouldn't have, you see a couple of bills of local promissory notes, an IOU or some kind of bill of some kind, and that's really sort of it. There is you're outdoors now. If you're all in that sort of concession area at the bottom of what is on this map, the orange and red narrow building. Without needing any prompting, once again you've noticed that there really isn't any nature sound around here, as if the local fauna knows to stay away from this area in particular. It's a creepy quietude that one doesn't really hear in the open.
Can I run up the stairs?
You can absolutely run up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna continue running. I'm running up the stairs.
Yeah, Hirsute, you are running up the stairs. You up on the upper level. You find yourself coming out onto a couple of really handsome looking seats. That seem to be put together in some kind of box location. Beautiful brocaded thrones almost. There's small spectacles for viewing. There's a small little telescope. There's unprinted billfolds, and you are now on the balcony, looking out onto this field. You can see that the field has been cut into a circle. To match the sort of shape and design of the forest beast orb, and there's some sort of writing on it that's half finished, and you can't super make it out because it hasn't been done yet. Onto one side, there's one of those carts where you put the chalk in. You make lines on a field. It's just sitting there with a big bag of chalk next to it. To behind you, this balcony goes ever higher into bleachers, higher and higher up, and you see a guy standing there, who he's standing in a brocaded green set of armor, He has got a very well stitched backpack on. He has got a shock of blonde hair, which has been gelled up into sweeping wingtips and outsides. And he is holding the what are those called? The little things that you hit a gong with, like a gong prong.
A mallet?
I don't. What, a mallet? He's holding a mallet. And he waves to you nonchalantly. He says, "Hey there!"
Hey.
And he hits the gong with the mallet, and it's a loud, sonorous, beautiful sound. This was a road-tested gong, top of the line. Just fills you with fills everybody, probably not her suit, with a sense of awe and reverie. As the air around all of you starts to shimmer a little bit, which is a word I try to avoid using in any sort of fantasy context, but gotta use it for this one. The air shimmers red and has a bit of a shine to it, as a hemispherical dome of some sort of translucency encloses the field entirely. And he says, you're here making inquiries.
Yeah, I think you might have accidentally kidnapped the mayor's tiger.
He's got a sort of like intense, forced, placid look on his face, like a real kind of like front facing, like. And he hears that and he says, "I'm sorry, what did you just say? Let me.
Yeah, maybe
let
if you
me
didn't
come
hit
down
the
there."
fucking gong, you asshole, right next to you. Maybe you could hear me.
Well,
do you think that? Hey, yeah.
He pulls out a big wad of pink cotton from his ears and says, "I'm sorry, what did you say?"
Yeah, the mayor's tiger, illegal tiger thing.
What do you?
It's been in her family. You might have kidnapped it, and you're like, I can't even. I wish I believed in religion, right? I wish I believed in religion because I wish there was a higher power that could tell me everything's gonna be okay because there's someone so stupid around.
We get to the top of the stairs and Vasoli yells,
"Did
you tell him about the tiger?"
For no reason. That things so stupid happen because something makes it. I wish, but I don't.
I'm like sneaking around pincer maneuver style, but just stop at some point laughing, and I'm like giggling in the corner, like just like little skunk grunts until her suit finishes, and then I try to continue moving around to get the jump on the guy.
He takes the other cotton wad out of the other part of his ear. He says, "I'm sorry, I didn't see I think you were saying something about wishing that there was a god because of the gong. It's pretty good, right? It's okay. It's really great.
You know the mayor of Brocadia County?
Yeah, Mayor O'Connor. Who in Brocadia doesn't know our
that mayor? Tiger she has?
What's a tiger?
A big cat-looking thing. It's like orange and striped.
I think I remember something like that looming around, like skulking around the office.
Yeah, where is it? She's looking for it.
Oh, she's looking for it. Oh, I know. I bet I know what happened. I bet one of the club members got a little too zealous. We can solve this super easy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look. Let's see.
It's almost like when you're trapping animals at random and keeping them against their will, you're gonna get some animals who don't want that to happen.
He's like, well, against their will. That's a bit much. It's like I feel like you haven't really,
talked to 3 separate ones who said it was against their will.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel like we've gotten off of the wrong foot. Let me introduce myself. My name is
hit the fucking gong. Why would you do that? Why did you do that?
Why did I hit the gong? What?
Yeah.
To put the barrier up around me.
You trap us in an energy dome.
Well, energy is, I'm not so. I have trapped
we
you in
can mince
Adam.
words, or we can answer questions. We're going with answering questions.
I didn't trap no one in nothing. This is that the dome is. You need the dome. The dome is for everybody. Is protection. You see that this area down here, and you see those bleachers over there, and he points.
So yes,
all the way down to the other side.
He trapped us in the dome.
We're trapped in the dome.
That's for the audience members' protection. You see, this whole setup is going to be a tourney par excellence, moving into the future.
Cannot believe.
What happens when we touch the dome?
I wouldn't touch the dome.
So, do you want to touch the dome?
Do I want to touch the dome? Oh, no.
Fasole, make him touch the dome.
I'm only going to make him touch the dome if he wants to touch the dome.
All right. We just want the tiger, actually. Well, I just want the tiger because I'm getting paid to bring the tiger back.
Well, we also want to leave.
Oh, well, no, that's totally understandable. Listen, the mayor, we've spoken to the mayor. This is a huge misunderstanding. I'm sure this will all blow over, well, it'll be easier. Yeah, I think it's in ball 48C. Yeah, let me see. I might actually be. He takes his handsomely made backpack and sort of riffs around it, and he's like, okay, like 2 4 down, 4X, yeah, okay, great. And pulls out a forest orb. He's like, I think this is the one, and he's sort of holding it, and he hasn't really. He's looking at it, and he's looking at you for a second that feels like a minute.
I'm walking towards him to take the orb.
While that's happening, can I? I'm gonna use third sight and to make this fuckwad tell me what he's about to do.
I just want to get around him while this is happening, so I can be right behind him to either pants him or grab the backpack. But let's see what he tells Bessemer first, I think.
And it's 1d6, and I've got 8 grit, so I'm going to burn 2 grit and hope that I can actually figure this out. 3, so we're at a 5.
You're at a 5? Yeah. From that 5, you hear his mind grapes tell you, I think I could give him the ball. I can sacrifice one, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just release it and sick him on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Great.
As he says that, Fasole just starts walking towards him without stopping and says, using the power shoulder squat, so that means he's going to have to do this. You're going to give us the bag, or we're going to make you touch the dome.
And I'm going to feed you this flesh strider thing. Wait, what was it called? The flesh?
The deep fried?
What was it called?
A deep fried?
I'm going to make you eat this deep fried egg.
He starts, after because Fasolia said that, and he's like, I'll just hand you this. It's fine.
Thank you. Really... You'd better hope that the dome doesn't activate deep fried eggs.
He's like, what are you talking about? A deep fried egg? Why would I possibly have something that excruciatingly horrifying here? I mean, this is a legitimate business operation.
No, I have it.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I have it.
You will be sorry. What?
Why would you have something like that? That I don't. do you where have you put it, by the way? If you put it on your on your person, in your rib cage?
It's in my hand.
Oh, it's in your hand. So he he's looking at it like this. He's standing, he's looking at it. And then his face goes from the grin to sort of just like a. I think you're gonna want to be real careful with that, and I think all of us should be real careful with.
I don't know anything about stomach juices,
Oh, sure. I mean, gastric acid is made inside the the stomach, and it's used to digest things.
Why we're all walking towards him? This is funny.
I mean, Fasole has already taken the bag.
Yeah, you're already taking the bag.
I was like walking slightly slower than you, I guess, even though I started earlier. So I'm getting there.
Way more.
So, but seriously, this is a funny joke. But you should really put that down. I don't know why you have that. It's very frightening that you have that. So why don't we all just be chill, and I can tell you my incredible business plan, and then we can all leave very, very rich.
I have another idea. Why don't you just hit that gong again and take the dome down, and we'll just leave.
Oh, it doesn't. I can hit the gong again. He does, and he hits it, and he says, "It doesn't. It doesn't. It comes down at the prerequisite time.
Why would you do that if it wasn't going to take it down?
Because you told me to hit the gong.
That's okay. That's my bad. That's fair.
Yeah, but do you do everything you're told?
Can I kick him in the nuts? After he hit the gong.
You kick him in the nuts and you feel a crunch. He has got a heavily armored codpiece along with his entire body is covered. It turns out with the brocaded cloth is covering a handsome and swift local suit of armor.
No, it's fine. I just still kick him because he hit the
you
gong.
Does it make a smaller gong noise? Like a
bong.
That's what I was hoping.
It makes a pleasing sound to her suit. I wouldn't describe it as the awe-inspiring sound that the gong hammer made.
Good.
Everybody heard.
Yeah, the steel toe of my boot hits the.
So we have the orbs.
You've got the orbs. He in a sort of, you hear a whoop and a tall languorous girl sort of slouches behind him and says like, sorry I'm late, boss. All of this is really stupid. And he says,
like, she teleported?
Or... Oh yeah, she instantly teleported in. And she said, yeah, why don't we go? He's like, yeah, let's go.
So the dome comes down when we beat you up?
He says, no, the dome comes down at the end of the round, which I guess would be about 10 minutes, 20. It's really sort of time for that. Anyway, you'll get the idea.
Is that a minor?
Fun. What?
Is that a minor?
Minor what? Is that
minor?
Is she? No, looks like she's in her early 20s.
I shoot her.
Okay. With what?
Amazing.
She's
not a teen. Shoot it.
Are you 18?
Morals.
At this point, I'd like to jump from the shadows and pants the bad guy who's already lost all of his things. And just make sure we can, citizens arrest them.
So here's a list of what happens in very short order. DCI Beans, you grab onto the tight belt buckle of the outside of his pantalooned armor tucked into his boots. At the same time, Hirsute launches a beam with his beam wand, procured, I believe, from Autumn. And at the same time, this young woman, whose name is Dave Paramore, winds up teleporting away instantly. Is hit in the shoulder by the beam. DCI Beans, you are taken along for the ride with its teleporting, held on by the pats. It is for DCI Beans a horrible sort of lurching sensation. You've never been X-journey magicked before. The world sort of goes non-linear and then instantly resolves itself. The girl falls over with a wound to one shoulder, making out like sound. As Bella St. Marlin sort of shoves her out of the way, kicking at DCI Beans. You have been teleported down onto the ground outside of the dome. And Bella St. Marlin is trying mightily to run with DCI Beans trying mightily to pants him.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, unless we're rolling for it, if you're just allowing it, then he has been pantsed.
Yeah.
So he would have
He's
trouble
been-
running because his pants.
It's
are
true.
now
He's sort of
around his
like he's
ankles.
running like this. He's like he is trying to kick brutally. He is reaching
Like
into
little steps,
to one
right?
hand. Well, yeah, he's reaching into one hand and he's putting on sort of like a padded gloved gauntlet with some metal plating on the things, and he is trying really hard to push this relentless skunk unnaturalist off of him. He is not getting far. He is outside of the dome. Let's see. Suit, Bessemer, and Fasoli are still on that balcony inside the arena with the dome up. There is a clacking and a clattering of sounds down below. And you hear stomping and screeching and roaring coming from the concession stand area right below you.
Where's Christine?
You parked her outside of the dome, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was outside this building.
Outside of the building, yeah.
Oh, the dome is this greener. This
It's
teal.
the green circle, yeah. Along with the immediate area of the balcony that you were on.
Okay, so she can't get in.
I think as soon as they teleported away, Fasole slung his big red anvil off of his back onto the ground next to the gong. Just pulled this gong by its like sash right off the
just like rip it down, just
frame.
yeah.
And it's like half of it's on the anvil and the other half whack hammer. He's just trying to break this thing in half.
Just trying to crack it. You are wailing on this thing pretty intensely with all your strength. It isn't cracking. It is starting to bend and warp. It's going to take a little while. It seems to just be made out of metal. Nothing impenetrable, nothing impervious. There seems to be any sort of protection spell around the gong itself.
He's
Bit of an
working on it.
oversight from Mr. St. Martin.
Can I take off my bag and ask Bixby to slowly unroll himself down to see what the noise underneath us in the concession stand is? Like, I just want him to unroll himself a little bit and see, and then roll back.
Nice. Yeah, so Bixby, your ambulatory roll of toilet paper, your little familiar toilet
Paper towel roll.
Paper towel. That'll be great. God. Words. It's brawny, not. I think it's because the word charming got into my head, and I'm like, oh, it's magic now. Yeah. So Bixby unrolls himself down and says, I'll see what I can do, miss. And starts rolling down. And keeps rolling and rolling until it's very, very uncanny looking set of eyes and mouth is upside down, looking. And you hear like pull me up. So
what was it?
So it's a bunch of ne'er-do-wells and a bunch of animals. They're all it's all a big brouhaha down there. I don't like.
Are they normal size or extra large?
Well, everything looks a bit extra large to me, but I get your just miss. They some of them seem to be quite large and some quite small. A bit of a potpourri, if you will, of different sizes of things.
Okay, that's true. I give Bixby a little hug to comfort, and then put him safely back in my.
Truly, he is the quilted picker-upper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a bunch of animals and ne'er-do-wells underneath us also.
Yeah. At that moment, then
Gong.
What? Yeah. At that moment, you see charging out from beneath the balcony area seems to be a wildebeest, some sort of very large hippopotamus-looking creature that is green, a forest bear, a brucey beetle, a very large species of beetle, and tugging sort of fruitlessly on them all. Seems to be the kid you've already met, green specs and a skeleton wearing a black leather jacket. They're trying mightily to get these animals like on point as green specs keeps moving his spectacles into place, and as doing so, he stares at one animal and then stares at the other animal. He's trying to sort of get them all into position, and he looks up and he sees all of you and he says, "You!" and he points to you. Doesn't the creatures are now stamping and champing on the ground. None of them seem to have the power
which
to
one of
fight.
us?
Just you in general. Just
The group.
A lot of you. Yeah, the group. In general, the you as a collective. The in the
You plural.
In the plural, all of you.
All right, so this language doesn't have the second person plural pronoun.
Y'all. He says y'all. We can translate it in Catalan. Ethan, would this be a good time to roll initiative so we know when these things are happening?
It's time to roll initiative. Yeah.
Ability to.
Dun. Yeah.
Rolling my formidable D4.
It'll be a quick and
Get a good
violent. Yeah.
Oh, nice. If I roll 1, I'm pretty sad though.
Initiative is our movement.
Yes.
Yep.
I have a D12, right? Yeah, I believe I did.
Twa.
Let's stop.
We're rolling high, folks. A 5, a 3, and a 2.
Wait, where did I had the sheet open. Where did it go?
Computer.
The one sheet I needed, the one tab I needed to open of the 380 was the one I closed. Okay.
That would be the way.
Yeah. Okay. It's really taking 5. I got 5.
Oh man, we all rolled so high on that.
So here's Suit. You had a 5?
Yeah.
What else we got?
Yeah.
I got a 2.
I got a 5. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got here Suit. Then we've got DCI Beans. We've got Erica. Then we've got Jeff. Before all of those, because you rolled a 6, you've got Bellish. And then after that, in between Erica and Jeff, Beast. All right. It is the beginning of a violent and probably brief little encounter here on the inside of the outside of this mysterious turdy dome, which Bella St. Martin Lynn has risen with an enchanted gong, which Fasole is ferociously at the moment trying to bang the crap out of to try and pop the bubble spell, so to speak. Let's see, Bellish, who stares at DCI Beans. All of his charm and suaveness has gone from his face and it's replaced with a look of like really petty hatred. He's like, "Get off of me, you little piece of crap! This is ridiculous. I can make us all a mint. Don't you understand what's happening? This region is growing. We can all be rich beyond our wildest dreams. And you're talking to me about what animals want. You could be a ruler of animals. Stupid." He is hitting you very hard or trying to hit you very hard with a glove.
Okay, is he attacking me?
He is attacking.
You said this is like a Freddy Krueger style glove?
No, it is more like a boxing glove with nasty metal bits on it.
Like a cestus. Yeah, like a glove with
Cestus.
bits. Yeah,
I like it.
Like
A knuckle style glove.
or if you put like a boxing glove and put razor wire around it, or
That's
you
even
like
worse.
stuck,
No, this is not that bad, but pretty bad.
or just put a bunch of box cutters embedded into a boxing glove.
Oh God!
Oh my God! I mean, to be fair, these are
thought you
people that
meant.
duct taped knives to a badger, so you do have a point.
That was what I originally thought you meant when you you said this gnarly glove, and I was like, yeah, okay.
They're flattened bits of metal more for punching very hard, but they're still gonna do some terrible damage if not stopped.
Well, what did he get to attack?
He got a 5.
Okay. That's a hit. I got a 2.
You got a hit too. Let's see. That is 4 damage.
Okay. I'm annoyed.
You are still clinging on. It wasn't enough to forcibly knock you off of his body. But yeah, he pummels you right in the trench coat.
Yeah. I mean, he's beating up a little guy, but I've pantsed him, so whatever. I'm gonna take him in.
Yeah. Hirsute, it is your turn.
I'm still on the upper level, right?
You're still in the upper level.
Is there like an outside staircase, or do I have to like go back inside?
There isn't. There's like a, what are they called? There's a storm drain. There's like a column. That's about it.
Okay. I don't want to walk down. And Christine's outside, so I can't like. Okay. I'm gonna just. All right. What about? Why can't you do? Actually, I don't care. I'm gonna aim at the Saint Martin. You call them?
Saint Marlin. Bellish Saint Marlin is how he introduced himself.
What's a saint? And then I'm gonna aim at him and shoot him.
You're aiming with the beam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you aim, and a burst of frosty energy shoots out.
Hit?
Oh, if you're sitting to shoot, he's on the other side of the dome. He's on the other side of the dome. Yeah, it hits. The dome has a sort of like a horrible warbling sound as the beam is absorbed by the dome.
And then I'm gonna yell for Christine. Christine, get this tech bro.
Beep beep. He is a Technics bro after all.
Oh no!
There's a beep beep. You hear I'm sorry, Erica. What is the sound of a transmission? Yeah. Christine is now in the mix. Christine is peeling rubber, or I guess it's peeling rubber and sod in the non-magical area of these weeds around this circle, narrowly sort of like driving around the outskirts of this dome. Trying her level best not to hit it. She is aiming right at Hirsute. Let's see, or aiming right at where Bellish St. Marlin and DCI Beans are. Bessemer, it is your turn.
I have her stats, by the way.
Okay, so just for the record, what I want to do is swap bodies with St. Marlin, but I do not have enough health and grit left. The attempt may kill me. So instead, I'm going to yell, Beans, watch out for Christine. And that's my turn.
What? Okay. All I hear is a car. There's a loud sound like a car.
Gong, gong, gong.
Oh my God.
There's also this asshole tech bro yelling and a gong. It's like a lot of things happening.
Get out of the fucking way!
Oh, the cow? You want me to hop in the cow?
We get out of the way of the car! Do you understand me more now?
I'll try. Get in the cow, yes. Is Christine okay?
She's fine! I want you to be
Yeah. At the same moment, Green Specs of the Beast Orb Club was still sort of pointing up, and this Brucey beetle, this very large carapace beetle, starts creating right towards the balcony, launching itself at the balcony, and let's see how that goes. It effortlessly glances off of one corner, then flips around and is now right in front of Bessemer and Fasole. With one horn, you can see it its beady little eyes. It is sort of lolling about as you look down. Green Specs still has his glasses and is looking directly at the creature. And the beetle opens its mouth and lets out some sort of like beetle-like roar, which actually just sounds like it charges forward. And let's see who's going to be closest. You are at the gong, so Bessemer, can you roll to move?
Yeah, Can I set my intention as I roll this? My intention.
Are you trying to
just
dodge?
For the record, no. My intention is to, with kind, reciprocative touch, placate this beetle in some way. Meanwhile, I would like to yell, "Knock his fucking glasses off!" And I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, and it so with that placating touch, it doesn't seem to be buying what you're selling. There's a look of helplessness in its eyes, or at least you think it is. This sort of within the sort of beady sheen of its little eyeballs. As it turns one of its heads, it sort of crumbs on you right now, and you take 8 damage. It knocks you for a loop, knocking the wind out of you, down to the ground. You go skidding across the balcony.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
Hirsu, you are up.
Wait again? Wait, wasn't I after beans?
Oh, you're right. Whoops, I got it wrong. Da. Beast Herb Club. It is
the other brother.
The other brother. It's Fasole.
Fasole wants to finish breaking this gong, which will hopefully lower the barrier.
You smash it. You smash it.
Gong,
you just
gong.
with all of gong. Yeah, the qualities of the gong are diminishing, and it's gone from sort of awe-inspiring to just sort of like, mid-level pleasant chime to something kind of really horrible. From that it is just sort of like, turns into fire alarm. It's rotating from fire alarm to what's an even more irritating one. Car alarm.
Sheath that you use during live theater.
Yeah. And then with a mighty hit, your final one cracks it apart. A red liquid starts dripping out of it. Not blood. It is incandescent and gross. Seems to be sizzling the ground below.
Much unlike blood.
Much unlike blood. Just like blood, it is phosphorescent and glowing and acidic. With that happens a loud popping sound, which it causes everybody with ears to have their ears ring from the loudness of it. The bubble is gone.
Ethan, I believe I have been beskipped.
My apologies.
I went on 5. And I think Fasole was on 2.
Yes, that's right. My apologies. It is your turn.
And then my turn.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you might want to check the order.
Check this.
What should I do? I don't have a ton of grit, so I can really only do probably one big thing. I think I'm going to. Oh, I could definitely turn into a beast. And just... Oh, no, but then... Well, I guess I'm already a beast, so how bad could that be? Man, I really fucking hate this guy. I wish I'd had all of my grit. I would just kill him. All right, I guess I'm going to turn into him. So nice. I'm going to burn enough grit to perfectly mimic him in all ways for 10 minutes so no one can tell us apart. Good, and it didn't cost all my grit. Great. So I still have a tiny reservoir left.
Both you and your trench coat start molding and morphing and growing in size as you plant 2 human feet onto the ground. You grow a shock of gelled up blonde hair with a sinister yet placid smile and a pair of armor. Yeah, you are now the spitting image of Bella St. Marling.
Yeah. So I'm saying I'm saying things that he would say if he thinks he's going to make money somehow on beast or fighting. Yeah. In this out of the way place.
Enfranchisement.
EBITDA.
Synergy.
Sponsorship. Hot dogs. Funnel cakes. I'm just listing foods. But now we're both pantsed. So I have to pull up my pants faster than him and then jump on top of him. And I'm yelling, I yell, arrest us both, but I'm trying to turn around so no one will know who's who. Do you know what I mean? So they'll have to arrest both of us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can. I think I guess that's a standard action because it doesn't say it's free and spells are standard otherwise. So I guess I can't attack him also. But whatever, I'm gonna try to attack him. Obviously.
Yeah, he is absolutely gobsmacked. This is a piece of magic that he has never seen before. It being copia magic. He is and, on top of that also he who had been in his mind gathering up a particularly nasty spell to control animals is suddenly bereft of being able to use it because in casting the spell, he had not he had not absorbed the idea that human folk are also beasts as well. It was not put into the framework of the spell. He is now left flailing and struggling with himself. He hesitates for a single moment because he's about to punch himself in the face, and he finds this action to be so loathsome that instead he tries grappling you to the ground. This is going to be, let's see, a move.
And just checking, what initiative is he on? Because I don't know if we're doing Hirsute or.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that was Bellish, and now it is Hirsute's turn.
Okie dokie. St. Martin, in my sights still.
Absolutely is in your sights. Although now that there's two of them.
Oh, wait, it's still on the other side of the dome. My bad.
Yeah. So he's well, no, the dome has popped. The dome is gone.
Oh, the dome is gone.
It is broke the
gong and the dome went away.
I'm gonna just pick up the bag from my brother. All right, I'm gonna just put this in the trunk, okay?
Sounds good, brother.
Okay,
as
cool.
Fasole swings the anvil back onto his back.
Yeah, so I'm taking the bag. I'm walking to Chris. I guess I'm running. I can run pretty fast, I guess.
Yeah, so you're jumping down onto the ground and
no, I'm just
you're running towards
run.
Christine.
I don't feel like taking a. Imagine I ran. I just like completely broke my ankle.
You're gonna need to just see you aggressively hobbling towards the there's a cacophony of beasts. The animals seem to still be solely focused, hypnotized as we're looking up at the balcony with Greenspecks or occupying his full attention, trying not to turn his gaze. Christine is now zooming around towards the both Bellishes at a clip.
So I got 12 for my movement check.
Okay.
Do I break my ankle? No, right?
No.
Okay, cool. It's in one-offs, by the way. If you can all see my rolls in there. Just keeping us honest.
Honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards Christine so I can put the balls in the trunk.
Okay, yeah. Christine, do you shout something to Christine to not hit both of the Bellishes?
I would. Now that you say that, I guess I could. Does she want to?
You told her to hit Bellish.
She's a D3 reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be like, hey, change of plans. I'm just gonna come here, babe. Actually, I don't do that.
Come here, noble steed. Come here, my valued automobilic friend.
Come over here, please.
Babe. Christine.
Christina.
Let's see. Yeah, that's since you're directly saying it, Christine. Then moments away from just piling into both Bellishes. Two Bellishes means that she could do her job twice as well. Hears you say that and turns around. Spits up a bunch of sod into the ground, clods of dirt, chunks of grass. And hoofs it back towards I guess closer to the side of the arena. Yeah.
She also has a 12, to be fair.
Great. So she is. So both of you meet in the sort of like almost midway on the right hand side of the circle. Yeah. Christina pulls up short. Beep beep.
We're on the left side of it. Oh well, I completely was wrong about where we were on this map.
Oops.
It's all right.
It's for audio.
The more I stare at it, the less I know what it, because it does look like it does look like you drew a cell actually. So if you put the right side as like some organelles, I think like the Golgi
It's a
apparatus.
metaphor.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, the mitochondria I
In this
guess would
case,
be
it's
the
the
top.
audience.
The top.
The lion is the mitochondria of the Colosseum.
The ribosomes of the Colosseum are.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you not ATP'd?
That is my turn.
All right. So Christine stops at a time, turns around, and you drop the satchel full of the beast orbs
I put it in the trunk,
Christine.
like nicely.
Okay. Nicely put it into place, slams it shut. Okay. Bessemer, it is your turn. You are bruised, but still operational.
Yeah, and I was
Actually, can I
flung.
driver's
What
seat?
area was?
So if you look at the lozenge on the top, the balcony that you're on, you were the beetle crashed into the right hand side of it, and then bonked you to the left hand side. So you are now on the left hand side of that, where the less sumptuous but still quite expensive, presumably VIP seats would have been located. You're seeing some. You knock over a slightly less high end throne.
Okay, a
You
throne.
mean it's a chair?
Chair, yeah, or as they're usually called, the chair.
A less high end throne.
What is the beetle doing now?
The beetle is just sort of like shaking its head. It like is looking at you and it's looking at Fasole. It is waiting further instructions. It is just sort of like standing there, ready to pounce.
All right, and
It's
how
really
far
upset
away
me.
is this fucking teen with the glasses?
The teen, yeah, the teen is a one story down, about like 10-15 feet away from you.
Okay, I take off one of my shoes and I throw it at him, trying to knock the glasses off his face.
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
Yeah, it's one of those days you're super happy you don't wear lace-up boots. Just
Yep. That's the day that I'm grateful for it. And you know what? I've got 3 grit left, and I'm gonna burn 3 grit on this movement roll because I really wanted to.
Yeah, 100%.
Great, because now it's a 5.
Yeah. You don't. I'm sure you were hoping to do aesthetic damage to this guy, but that doesn't happen. However, he does not see this coming. He was not expecting a show. He has got his full force of his attention focused on this Brucey beetle, trying to get it to pummel the crap out of all of you. And you knock the green specks right off of his head. They fall to the ground in the grass. And in the instant that happens, the beetle sort of like kind of slumps over like a doll whose string puppets have been.
I knew it.
A puppet whose strings have been cut. Yeah, you hear like multiple screeches and shouts from the bottom as suddenly a whole bunch of other animals start tearing hell out from underneath the balcony in that kiosk area. They start all thundering at once towards this kid on the tourney fields.
Do any of them step on the specs?
Do any of them step on the specs? That's a really I'm gonna
We got to roll for that, right?
We gotta roll for that. And it's kind of let's see. I've got all these aminals right here.
Can we get a couple animal descriptions just for color?
Oh yeah, 100%. Let's see. What's coming here? So there's a Brucey beetle who's now collapsed in exhaustion and confusion up on top. You've already defeated Greystar. There is a green bear, which is a 10 foot wide green bear made out of the leaves of the forest. There is a horned owl who is currently holding a coconut crab, wearing a helmet. There is a talking fox who, looking sort of confused, is just now sort of like standing there egging everybody else on, like, yeah, go get him, squirrel, mess him up, do it, yeah, do the thing. There's a tarsier who is just kind of just sitting there like, I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's not talking. It's just be a a regular Tarsier. There are 2 emos that are sewn into a monstrosity costume, and they are running around in circles. They've got like big googly eyes.
Wait, did you say emos or emus?
Emus too. I mean, maybe they're the monstrosity is it's looking a little emo. I think the green specks is more emo than the emus. The emus are sort of leg racing like a sack race towards him, both beaks snapping. And there is wildebeest who just sort of like looks around and says like, "I'm better than this humiliation," and just sort of trots off in the opposite direction.
You're right.
He sort of like does one kind of hoof awkwardly.
You're all free.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they definitely got the memo about being free. They are definitely making a beeline right towards the Great Specs. Great Specs who tries casting Beastomancy in the moment, and let's see, he burns all of his grit trying to do that. He is able to tame he's able to tame the 2 emos, but the rest of the animals start upon him, and within seconds he is being clobbered, bit, pecked, knocked over, and torn at. His concentration is broken, and he is unable to use the 2 emos to any sort of like offensive advantage. DCI Beans, it is your turn.
So there's emus. No, okay. I have to get this guy to stop moving and get in Christine. Shit. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna attack. But I could first get 4. Oh shit, no, I don't have enough grit to really do anything. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna attack him and try to shove him in the car.
Shove him in the car, nice.
Oh no, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hope someone else gets him, but first I'm gonna try to hit him with a raspberry grenade, which will make
Are you next to him?
Yeah, harder to get away. So since I'm right next to him, I'm fine with hitting both of us. We'll both take damage.
Okay.
And it is the tag jammy, which means the target is stuck in hot jam, suffering disadvantage on move checks until they use a standard action, 1 round to clean up. So I'm going to pull the pin on a raspberry grenade, which I imagine looks like a very, very hard shelled pastry.
It's I mean, this is the problem with raspberry grenades, which is why only adventurers use them now. They're from they're the kind you'd find in like a Fekan land war. They look delicious. They're a forbidden snack in extremis.
I hate to say this, the grenades already look like raspberries.
Well,
Yeah.
They stole the idea from Ethan, guys.
It's true. Those darn World War I designers.
So I guess I have to roll to hit, but even if I miss, I'm hoping
I don't
that
think you do if you're trying to hit both of you. Yeah.
Well, I don't care. I mean, ideally I'd like to whatever, jam it in his face, but I mean, I guess I could roll to hit and then see if I get a 6 and he rolls a 1 or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll a d6.
All right.
I got a 1. So presumably it's wherever. It's just like there's goo just everywhere, but not really
everywhere.
On
him. That's a fail, but at the same time, since you were trying to do it on him also, and you're already on top of him practically. Yeah, he is good. He did not succeed in dodging this in any way. He is now good. No one can resist that hot jam.
All right, if you say so, then
it's hot.
Magically explodes.
Does he take damage, or do I take damage, or does no one take damage? I did roll a 1.
Both of you take damage.
Okay, great. It is 5 + 1, 6 damage to both of us.
Is it at least delicious?
It's so hot and sticky that I don't. I mean, sure, yes. But I imagine it's more painful and annoying. So I think we both sound more high pitched. We both are freaking out in the same voice, but probably elocuting different things. Yeah.
Right, one of you is Quebecois and one of you is Torontonian.
The Business Bureau is going to hear about you.
You would see.
You'll die in penury. I'll see to it.
I sound exactly like him, but I'm saying something like, you'll see that justice always prevails, bro. And then I'm like, wait, I wouldn't say that,
bro.
No, I'm saying something about a tax scam, so I don't have to pay taxes.
You'll find,
bro.
the buyer
taxes is
beware,
for
bro.
Lane, not Chad's.
Amazing. Yeah. So a bunch of animals and beasts have all they have thoroughly stomped their would be captive, and they are running off into the forest. You have upon your person or inside the trusty trunk of Christine a backpack full of various beast orbs. Her suit on your person, you have what turns out to be a highly dangerous deep fright egg. And you have now ensnared Bellish St. Marlin, the bro responsible for all of this stuff, bro. Looks like with one of the Beast Orb club members thoroughly pummeled on the ground, another one bleeding out from the shoulder wound of a beam launched, and a whole lot of questions to ask of this fella. But it seems sort of self-explanatory. He was trying to basically bear bait and make a lot of money in franchising it. So I guess for this next sort of conclusion of it, we can do it sort of like a montage style. I'm just going to go through everybody now. I'm going to say Bellish St. Marlin does not let up for a single moment unless you knock him out, trying to entreat you guys with promises of riches and glory. And then after that, just starts calling you all petty names and saying something about like the business bureau, whatever that is, which none of you have ever heard of, is going to hear about this. Seems like
where are they? Where are they?
They're in the government district. Yeah, they're
of
by
what?
the mayor's. What you what?
Of what?
And then he sort of trails off. And it's clear.
No,
that
of
he
what? No, come on. What's up, bro? No, what's up? No, what of what?
Yeah. So he lets you know that he is actually not talking about spring at all. He is talking about a bureau of business in the island of summer. There is no business bureau in spring. They don't have one of those. He is talking about some organization that is not even on the island.
Yeah. Where are they?
Where are they? They're near Capital City in Nimeril. You're gonna talk to them.
Okay.
This is gonna be bad, bro. This is gonna be bad.
Yeah, can we get a meeting?
You want to get a meeting. You want to get a meeting, and he's like, just covered in just disgusting congealed jam. Like, I guess, does it harden to a crystal? Does it stay goopy? I don't know the answer to this question. He's sort of just, like, I'll set you up a meeting. I'll set you up a meeting like what? And you're gonna regret the day you ever set up that meeting, because you're, once again, I'm gonna say it, gonna die in penury.
I regret that you were born.
He sort of like pauses and he said, "Oh, that's what you were saying on the balcony. Oh, okay, about the whole God thing. I just put it all together. Yeah. Yeah, what?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bessemer. I'm assuming that did you just leave him in the field, or do you take him back?
Did I leave who in the field?
Oh, dude, I'm just asking the group. Did you leave these wounded, pummeled, stomped, and encapsulated members of the Beast Orb Club on the ground where you found them, or are you bringing any of them back?
Oh, I feel like that's a group decision.
I don't think we need to bring them back as long as we freed the animals.
Wait, aren't they teens?
They got beat up. They learned their lesson.
I'm sure we'll see them again, whether we take them in now or later. So why don't we just commit to a rendezvous later on for some other tomfoolery and let them go for now?
Yeah.
That's a real fatalist viewpoint. I appreciate that.
They're children. I don't know what to tell. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think both Bellishes are screaming, save me, don't abandon me," because Bellish wants help and I want the teens to come and get captured.
Fantastic.
So we're agreeing on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the orbs out of the trunk. I'm gonna put them in the backseat. I'm gonna put Bellish in the backseat, in the trunk.
You're gonna put Bellish in the trunk, yeah.
Yeah.
So as they you stuff him in the trunk, DCI beans, you are still molded and shaped and sounding like Bellish St. Marlin. I guess you're you're all sort of, if you're in the car, you can drive around the area trying to call out.
I'm also putting DCI beans in the trunk because
put a
that's not going on. It's not going on the seats.
You're not getting
Raspberry jam on the seats. I'm sorry.
Beats and Bellish. Gosh, you're gonna have a real fun conversation in the trunk. As you were calling it, it seems like the other malingering beast or club members have abandoned this endeavor. Nobody is coming to Bellish's aid after all. Fasole, how about yourself in this hour?
Yeah, I mean, I think it seems like everything's cool. So Fasole has just sort of slung his anvil back on his back and is calmly walking down the stairs towards the car. Since we're leaving.
All right. Yeah. So if you all pile into the car, there's it's a very short drive back to town. I guess the one last sort of thing to happen is as you're in the trunk in the dark, DCI beans. Bellish, just keeps saying he's like this just I feel like, bro, like this just went south. I just wish people could see the bigger picture, like this is the future. Like it's only a matter of time.
No eyes.
Well, if Bellish isn't hitting me, then I guess I won't keep hitting Bellish. So we're both covered in
you can do whatever you want
in the dark.
Yeah. You get sort of tired of beating him. And so we're just like stuck. It's like very, it's very weird. It's like a very Breaking Bad scene, right? Two guys in a trunk covered in goo, barely alive. I just say, so your plan to make money was to have animals fight each other and people would watch. That's basically what you were doing. Yeah, no, gosh, I wish all my materials are back there. Like it goes so much deeper than that. People would start identifying with one team or another. They'd have, there'd be Team Forest and there'd be Team Ocean, and
I just want to say that's a business that exists.
Yeah. Yeah, but the animals would sort of fight each other. People would identify with the users of the animals, and then also the animals themselves. So
you're trying to create teams?
I think he's trying to invent sports. If you guys can hear us from the trunk,
yes, he's trying to invent combat sports.
But
you're just in the trunk. There's like a seat between us. It's like made of leather.
Yeah, sure. There's a muffled shouting in between. Yeah.
I'm just not sure that I believe that people want to root for a team. Who would do that? That sounds dumb.
It's a team Skull or a team Yell or a team Rocket or a team Plasma or a team Galactic or a team. I could stop.
I guess I was thinking
those are all
more
really great ideas.
After the animal, you'd get
Sir Knight, you're a natural at this. I'm gonna have to pick your brain later over coffee for more team idea names.
I'll write them down.
Yeah.
No. Don't write them down. He's arrested. Don't listen to him. He's arrested.
No, arrest this guy. Obviously, he's like, and it goes so much into like transparency. But in all seriousness, though, but I do have like more. It goes so far beyond like those sporting tourney matches, jests of old. That could be, they could perform other tasks. Like if we can bring them over. I've had some buyers. Let me tell you, buyers to the east who are really, or to the north are really interested in the capacity of these for defense capabilities. I mean, you've got to start thinking big. If we can put a moss monster inside one of these little guys, think about what you could do with them. Like,
I have a question. Why don't we just, instead of doing it with animals, we just do it with people? I have an idea. We'll put you in the first orb.
There's like a pause, and then you hear from inside the trunk to the seat. You're just not getting it, though. You just don't understand. It's an orb designed to put animals in to fight with each other.
Yes, it's called
bum you're fights, right. I'm illegal. So sorry. I didn't get it.
Yeah, maybe we could develop a douche orb.
I don't.
Wait, where's that tiger?
Oh, it's in one of the orbs. It's in 43C, I think he said.
Oh, yeah, 43C.
Yeah, I think Fasole, like, Hirsuit, I assume, through the bag in the back, and Fasole's in the back, like, rooting through it, looking for...
Yeah, so my plan is we can get the unnaturalist to, like, I don't know, try to figure out... Oh, whoops, what the hell happened there? Try to figure out which animal is in each orb, and then we could leave them where they're from. They could like work to leave them where they are, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, really release them in their natural habitats. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know about y'all.
That's a good idea. We should probably have someone else do it because it sounds
What?
boring and not like something that law enforcement would do. But yes.
No, I'm talking about the two guys.
Well, I think if we were to wait about 8 minutes and then we could do it, in some
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just create some jobs and have other people do that job.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's those two losers in the town. Remember, outside the mayor's house.
Right, the people who don't actually go on the quest, they just assign the quest, the middle management.
And they did say they were very bored.
They said they were
we-
deeply, deeply bored because there were no animals in the forest. We'll
help.
yeah, bottom. Yeah, all right. So, and there's also, I guess, then there's the matter of finding the mayor's cat. That's in there. I guess you're going to be doing it that way. There is also the matter of what in quotes an egg of the deep fright, which I believe her suit you still have in your person.
Yeah.
Gonna give it to them too.
No.
Well, you just hold on to that. You just hold on to that for a little bit.
We should definitely
once
turn that
Fatima
into
is
the proper
rested, she
authorities.
can get in there.
Yeah. Do you wanna hold on to that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
Okay. So yeah.
It's probably okay if a deep fright has Bessima's body, right?
I'm sure that's going to be fine. It's going to be a great thing. It's not
But
going to
what
have
happens when
consequences.
Bessemer has a deep fright's body?
That is a question for. It's really interesting that you think that like you'll be alive for a few minutes after.
I
like that comes
know.
out.
That's what's crazy.
All right.
see.
So you have decided to keep this very intimidating, very shiny looking orange orb to yourself to try and figure something out with
Ethan,
it.
it's not real.
Neither are you.
Just wanna.
You can't prove that.
And neither are you is the best response.
Yeah, her suit looks at the camera. Yeah, I know.
Fourth wall. Fourth wall. Fourth wall.
Christine drives into the camera shatters, is rolling along the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
It sort of-
The
it
skunk is
rests-
trying to arrest you for ontological
Yeah.
crimes.
Ontological crimes are the worst kind of crimes. It's pataphysical crimes of the highest order. Yeah. All right. So if you Busters Keaton want to continue, smash cut then. I guess to a montage of you delivering these beast orbs into the capable hands of the unnaturalists, Neil Corberment and Illicit Skane, who look at you after you explain what they are. They think that this is some very dangerous and interesting kind of technology that they should probably ask more about. But then, of course, cutting back to the tea house of the unnaturalists with all of you in a circle shouting, cat facts, beast facts, as you, I guess, have made a drinking game out of opening them up one by one to see what's inside them.
Yeah, there's like a crab with a gun for a hand. There's one that's just like a bunch of cells.
It's like everybody that you sort of like, did interviews with earlier, like, some of the skeletons from the garage, some of the demonsters for the demonsters unions. Everybody's, getting kind of tipsy. And this is turned into like a unveiling one. And then nearly
There's a pink girl with a huge hammer.
3 hours into this, walls collapsed, chandeliers singed, like furniture broken down. Finally, the mayor's cat leaps out of 43C.
These really got jumbled. That was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, there's still 20 more in the pack. I'm gonna leave it too. So yeah, you've got Futoshi the cat, and you have who instantly listens to you because you have the its favorite toy in the whole wide world. Presumably, you bring the toy and Futoshi back to the mayor's office if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you were all about it, Hirsute, right? You wanted to bring this
That
cat
was the
back.
thing you cared
That was
about.
that was your singular goal.
Yeah, you'd think, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The fickle
You say
skeleton of
things
fate.
and you do other things. I don't know what to tell you.
You live, you learn, you laugh, you love. Well, yeah, we're almost at time. So, Ethan, I don't know if you want to do some sort of wrap-up episode where we talk about the next things that happen after, and perhaps even gaining levels, etc.
Indeed, Areno.
But is there anything else plot-wise you wanted us to do this weird go-round? Since we already broke the fourth wall.
Sorry. Yes, you see, I, the omniscient narrator.
What?
Yeah. So in the mayor's office, you how much of it? Let me ask this question. Outside of delivering the cat back to the mayor, how much of the rest of what happened do you explain to the mayor's office?
I think we just say the whole thing, right?
From start to finish. Yeah. She says that's
no reason to hide any of it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we freed a lizard, we freed a badger, we freed a whale.
And then we freed
a whale.
It's like an hour into the meeting. She's just sitting there like, she's writing everything down. The stenographer is writing down, and then she said, and then you turn into the exact same thing. And he said, what, bro? You'll regret this, bro? Okay. What is...
I said something about taxes. It's not, of course... It's not true. No, he was saying something about taxes. Actually, it gets a little strange. But
let's congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for bringing back an important station of this office. She says that she's lovingly, the cat is like loving up on her, and she's just petting it like with both hands. Like all of you would like to should pet my giant cat. It is the single greatest thing in the world. You won't regret it. Also,
you zoom out and the cat is like fully like biting Fasole's armor.
Leaving like teeth dents in it.
Yeah.
She's the exchequer's office will make sure that all of you are paid directly from this. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep as many of these details off of the Questing Network's official records as possible.
Why?
To that she holds up one of the little gewgaws. It is a forest orb. Or rather, seems to be like an unfinished version of it. You see, there's intricate clockwork in it, like strange little magical streams moving in and out of it, and the details on it keep moving in a beautiful fashion. She says, I spent a couple of minutes talking with the fellows at the local Technics garage about this. We don't know how it works. And if what Bellish said is true about having buyers to the north, then we'd maybe like you to take him up on that offer and see his contacts in summer and see what this is all about.
Yeah, we're storming the business bureau, right?
Fantastic. That's what I like to hear.
So we're not hiding it. We're just keeping it close to the chest to do another job.
Yeah, because she says because we're not actually sure if the Questing Network itself is a disinterested party. Okay, that's the end of the episode. Thanks so much for turning in to the exciting Beast or Bounty of Brocadia County.
Dun dun dun!
Are we the bad guys?
Wait, so next time we're gonna fight the Better Business Bureau? This is rad. This has gotten real weird.
I'm knowing what the fight that I was in with my credit card company today. I am very excited about this plotline.
Oh, I never said the word better.
Down the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thanks, Ethan. Can we just remind, is there one more in this season, and is that basically a chatty, or are we doing another episode?
Yes, indeed. We have, I believe we have a chatty, and that is it until our exciting summer season.
Which may actually happen in the fall, TBD. We should talk schedule.
Yeah, we will figure this out imminently.
Sure. But thanks to everyone who's tuned in, and yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Thanks so much to all of our actors, and from the Council of All the Seasons. Remember, it takes all 4 seasons to make a rainbow.
The 4 colors of the rainbow.
The 4 colors of the rainbow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click end stream. Good night, everybody.